Okay, greetings and salutations, Stinky fans. Welcome to another instalment of Tales of a Black and White Biker. I'm off to work now. I've got a semi-overnight shift. It's 2 o'clock at the moment. I start work officially at 4:30. Why am I leaving for work so early? Well, I've been called in. I've got to go and have tea and bickies with the boss. Someone has put in an official complaint about me, and it is company policy, especially with this complaint, that whenever a person puts in an official complaint, then my company will investigate it. And I'll tell you what the complaint's about. And this is one subject that gets right up my fucking nose. I'm really on my tits. Apparently I have been accused of being a racist. Now, I'm not racist. The reason why I'm not racist is because I hate everyone equally. I don't care if you're black, white, yellow, brown, red, indigo blue with pink spots. I hate you all the same. No, I treat everybody the same. I've noticed that certain ethnic majorities, if they do not agree with what you say, i.e. they cannot have their 18 kids on one ticket, or their transit van loaded with luggage that they expect you to unload and carry in the coach even if you haven't room for it, their first thing is to say you are being a racist. And that really gets on my nerves, because I'm not being racist. I treat everyone, each and every single individual, the same. I don't know if you know, but I'm well travelled. I've been to lots of different countries, lots of different cultures, and I always believe the best way of learning about a country or a culture is to immerse yourself in it. I have read the Bible and I have read the Quran. Now, no matter where you go, in my opinion, people are people. There's good, bad and indifferent. And we all want, really, at the end of the day, the same three basic concepts. We all want food in our belly, somewhere to live, and something better for our children. Now, it seems very strange to me that because you are a different colour or a different religion, as soon as someone tells you, no, we cannot do that, you then say you're being racist. And it seems to me also as well, at the moment in the UK, at least in this part of the world, that as soon as someone says you're being racist, we are so scared of either being racist or appearing racist, we just give in and turn around to what the person says. Unfortunately, I'm not like that. I believe that all people are equal. And what annoys me most of all about this is the ones that accuse me of being racist are probably more British than I am. I.e. their parents are British and they was born in this country. My parents were British, but I was not born in this country. I was born on an American Air Force base in Libya. So, therefore, they are probably more British than I am, and yet I'm being racist. And it really annoys me. I don't expect to be disciplined, to be honest with you. I'll probably get told to mind what I say and how I say it and whatever, but it is a legal requirement of my company to actually talk to me, get the information and appear to be doing something. because 90% of our, well, not 90%, yeah, about 75% I would say, of our passengers are either African descendants, either from West Africa, i.e. Nigeria, Kenya, and also a lot of them are, I would say, of Indian descent, whether they are from Pakistan, India, or whatever. I have lived with, I'm going to be very careful how I phrase this, because I've lived with various cultures in mud huts and eaten what they've eaten and all the rest of it. If you go to another country, I believe you have to obey the rules of that country, and okay, we are different, we do have our different ways, but most people have the feeling of live and let live. You know, so if you're in a foreign country, you do obey those rules. You do not turn around and expect you to have your rules and your ways in the other country. Well, it seems that at the moment, as soon as you mention the C word, or people think they can get the C word, they all change. And that word's compensation. When it only costs you less than £5 or £10 if you book early enough, less than that, to travel the length of the United Kingdom, as in from Glasgow or Aberdeen down to Plymouth, or you can do it for £1.50. When you start saying compensation, you can probably get £600–700 in compensation, then it makes sense to complain. And although a lot of us drivers do our best, we can't always be on time and do what they say. I've had a passenger complaining at me, well, if it's the person I think it is, the passenger had a lot of luggage. Because the vehicle was not full, I decided to take it. I could have refused, but it was too much hassle to refuse to take it, so I took it. Now, I was doing an overnight run to Huddersfield. Basically, we go up as far, I drive up as far as Leeds, I have a break, I can pick up another coach from Leeds, we then go to Bradford, Halifax and Huddersfield, come back, stop at Williehead Services, and then we go from Leeds, Sheffield, Birmingham, down to Watford Gap to London. Now, the passenger, if I think it is correct, wanted to be dropped off somewhere different than the stop was. And she complained that she had so much luggage that she couldn't move it. And I refused to drop her off. She then started accusing me of being racist. I said, no madam, I'm not being racist. Other passengers got involved and then they thought they'd make a big deal of it. I may be wrong, it may be something else, but that's what I think it's about. So, yeah, I'm going to go into work early now to have tea and bickies. Luckily I do get paid for it, but it's still not good. There's still things I could be doing at home rather than coming into work early. Whether, you know, I mean, I hear it all the time. You should show passengers respect. Yes, we should. Your customer services are diabolical. Well, I have probably 65 to 80 people on my coach with 80 different wants, needs and whatever. A lot of the time I have passengers kicking off that they want to go to the services. Well, we are an express service. 10 minutes, yeah, it's not fine, but when they take an hour, what do? Do I wait for them? Do I drive off and leave them? If I wait for them, I then make the other passengers who may have a train to catch, who may have a plane to catch, who may have their last bus that leaves a city centre to catch to get home. If I'm therefore late, they will miss that. Is it worth me making 80 people late for the sake of one person who wants to play the fruit machines for half an hour or an hour? Oh, I can't eat, you won't allow me to eat burgers or fish and chips or kebabs on the coach. Well, is it fair to make a next passenger that gets on the coach having to sit in a seat that's had burger or smeared all over it? Or a person throws a burger under the seat so that it sits there and gets hot, ordered for 4 or 5 hours? What about a vegetarian who has to sit next to someone eating a burger? The other day I had a situation where a passenger was complaining that he had to sit next to a woman that was eating a pork pie. It was against his religion. Fair enough, I can relate to that. Well, my answer was, well sir, move, but I want to sit here. Well, I cannot make that other passenger move. That is her right to sit there. She's eating cold food. As far as I'm concerned, she's not breaking any rules or regulations. I've had another passenger kicking off that it was against her religion to sit on a bus with Western men. Well, I'm sorry, but we cover everybody. If you do want to sit next to on a bus with Western men, then I suggest you travel on another service, or you get a taxi, or you get a car. I cannot empty the bus because of whatever you say are your rights. I try and obey people, I try and accommodate people. Unfortunately, it's the old saying, you can please some of the people some of the time. Sorry, you can please all of the people some of the time, some of the people all the time, but you can never please all the people all the time. Unfortunately though, it then makes an extra hour in paperwork and forms I've got to fill in, and me having to go into work. You know, I had a complaint that I wouldn't allow someone to smoke on the coach. So I was interfering with their human rights. So yes, I am stopping you having your human rights by smoking on vehicle. It is your right to smoke your human right is to smoke on a coach. Your human right is to possibly catch light to that vehicle and endanger 80 people's lives. It is your right to make other people inhale your cigarette smoke. You know? Silly, I know, but it's all about human rights. A couple of years ago, there was I would say Christian, I think it was a Catholic church, I'm not sure, in the middle of Leicester in Highfields, and every Sunday they would ring the bells on a Sunday morning. Well, certain of the local residents complained, and they all got together and they basically got the church closed down. 2 months later it was bought, and then it was converted into another religious centre. But the people that bought it put big speakers on the church, and at 4 in the morning and whatever, these tannoys go out across the city calling the faithful to prayer. What is worse, bells at 11 o'clock on a Sunday morning, or at 4 o'clock in the morning, a tannoy with some bloke wailing? But it has to be allowed because they are a part of the community, so therefore their rights have to be taken into consideration. Went on a training course a little while ago, and one of my colleagues doesn't take milk. In fact, she's lactose intolerant, so therefore she can't take milk or certain dairy products. Anyhow, she drinks black coffee, as in coffee without any milk. She asked for black coffee and was told that she couldn't have it. She could not order black coffee because it was being racist. She had to order white coffee without milk. I mean, this is crazy, absolutely crazy. I mean, political correctness gone mad. Anyhow, that is a short video. I'd like to know your comments, what you feel. I basically feel that it doesn't matter, well personally, to me, it doesn't matter if you're black, white, yellow, brown or red, if you're or sky blue with pink spots. Right? If you're a twat, you're a twat, no matter what your skin colour or your religion. You just might happen to be a twat that's sky blue with pink spots. Anyhow, you all ride safe, take care, and I will be posting some more videos ASAP. Ta-ta for now, this is Stinky.